handog ng Kalawan sa kanyang inang bayan. Noong nakaraang ikalawang digmaan, pandaigdig, inaalay ng Kalawan ang ilang anak na kaibig-ibig upang ipagtanggol ang ating inang bayan. Doon sa tangway na lalawigan ng Bataan, nilisan ng mga anak ng mga ito ang kani-kanilang tahanan. Di pinansin ang hinaharap ng panganib at kahirapan. Humawag sila ng sandata upang harapin ang kaaway na ang nais ay tayo'y lupigin. Doon sa Bataan, sila nakipaghamok, nagtiis ng hirap, gutom at uhaw at pagod. Itiningis ang dugo, ibinuwis ang buhay at tangal. Ang lahat ay alang-alang sa bayang pinakamamahal. Ito'y ginampanan ng mga bayani ng Bataan upang makipag-iwan ng bakas sa mga bata pang isisilang na ang magmamahal, magtatanggol at magtataguyod sa kalayaan ay tungkulin ng lahat sa ating inang bayan. From the Joseph Veterans, Kalawan, Laguna, 1941 to 1945. Yeah, Filipinos always wanted to die for a cause, to die for freedom. But the recent fight that we have is the fight under the freedom of the tortures of our mind. Our minds is a playground now of a heavy burden, a playground of insecurity, a playground of falsity and truth, and it's up to us to find the key to get out of the complex mind. We face our own battles, most of us, but most of us ran away. We do not see the fight of the enemy inside our mind. The enemy is there, very, very intolerant of a weak mind. We have our own war. That is the war of the mind. The mind that is tortured by the evil forces. So we must be aware that there is a battle ongoing in individual minds. But you can fight it together with the truth, together with the love of you must admit our humility, that without the truth of acknowledging the presence of God in our lives, then we cannot win over our troubled mind. Yes, we do have a mind used for deciding, and every decision that we have barely comes from a poor thinking and a poor analysis. But the mind has a strong will to decide, to be able to research the truth and find the sacred truths of the ancient times and how they survived. There is a gold mine in a humble submission that there is a God that can be over and above our decisions. And if you do not know the secret weapon to fight against the enemy of our individual minds, then you will be defeated. To win is to humble ourselves. If there's somebody higher than you, that is the director of life, that is the author of life. Unless you recognize that author, that's the only way you could defeat an element of falsity, such as the presence of the demon that makes your mind separate from doing good and evil, and even poorly make you think that you are intelligent enough, but it isn't true. Your intelligence is only foolishness to God. And so that's why we need humility to recognize that there is God. There is a God of the truth that was set in truth. Yes, one of the elements of truth, the byproduct of that, is to have a peaceful mind, to have a mind that is free from insecurity, because you have power to overcome everything, and that power is the power of the Lord. People capitalize on materialism right now. And so the level of fight that they have is the level of food and shelter and clothing. They forgot that they need to be recognized as human beings, as a social being. And they have forgotten that there's a spiritual being behind everything, and there is a spiritual director that leads us. Once we have this realization, then everything shall be put in order, because there is already humility upon seeking the truth. The truth is, there is a God who directs your life. Don't waste your time finding out outside of the spiritual God who created us. You need to be whole. You need to be relevant. You need to be significant, not just for your own sake, but you have to be significant because it's the rightful thing to do and the loving thing to do. You can't do it on your own. There's always a battle of good and evil. So you better have a weapon. A weapon that could really set you free. It's not only a weapon of material security. That isn't it. Material security never guarantees your freedom. But spiritual security has something to say and have a very big mark in your life to be successful emotionally, personally, socially, financially, and spiritual freedom is what we're after, and everything follows. Once you have the right spirit, red God, then everything follows. And that is the truth of fighting. Years Filipinos have been fighting for their freedom against the Spaniards, the Americans, the Japanese. And now we have our own fight our individual fight for the freedom of our spirit to give us a better, well-organized life. Thank you.